Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. We had this raid coming in. 13 dudes. Mostly primitive weapons, but they are imps. So they got the fire-breathing thing, which is not great. It is raining though, which will help. I'm thinking I probably should send my people out to go and stop these dudes before they can get too close. Because they are attacking right now. Oh, I wonder why this guy's not moving. He's able to move. Strange. If I can try to hit them with a berserk, then that should help a lot. Since they'll use a lot of their fire breath stuff on each other. Save me a lot of trouble. Just gonna have Sammy and Larissa move forward a little bit, see if I can't slow their little advance down here some. Because I mostly just want to get them to use their fire breath. There we go. Use their fire breath before they get too close. Now, if I can get Sammy to get in there with a berserk pulse, then we'll really be talking. Oh, it uses too much heat. 65. Oh, only barely too much heat. I do want this to stop over here, though. So let's get some stuns going on here. And have Margarita and Biscotti work on stalling that guy. Get Cornbread up front since he's got the shield bubble. Oh, I've only got 88 heat to work with, not 100. Thought I had more. I'll just have to use regular berserk, I guess. That's okay. Alright, so they've been thinned out. I'm gonna fall back. Let them kind of deal with their berserk folk a little bit. Do I have enough heat left to do any more berserking? Not quite. But if I fall back over here, now I'll have the assistance of that uranium slug turret. Okay, yeah, they're out of here. Good. Do I want to bother capturing someone? Oh, their organs are in fine enough shape. Cornbread can probably grab them. Gotta set this back to prisoners, though. And everyone else, I need to figure out what's going on with these guys. I'm gonna set Mal to temporarily at least prioritize construction. Because I would like her to at least build this little house. These guys don't... I mean, they're not going to exist for all that long, but they don't need to just be sitting in the rain. Major break risk. I may just have to draft everybody that can walk and remove them from the ship and just leave. That might be the best way to handle this situation. Because they're not wanting to leave on their own for some reason, even though they can. I don't know if they're waiting to be fully healed before they'll leave or what. But I don't really need them here anymore. They've done their job. There we go. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. I've got some amount of shredding I can do of these guys, but it's mostly just going to be some plasteel, which I'm doing okay on. I don't mind leaving that behind. Yeah, I think I'll just draft everybody that can be drafted over here. Just to get them out, for sure. And then have the ship fly to the next location. I don't really know where that's going to be. How are my resources looking? Better, but not quite as good as I'd like them to be. So I'll probably just do another hop. Just over a little bit. Oh no. I don't know why these guys are getting aboard. Oh, right, because I've got to exclude them from the launch. There we go. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, yeah, they're walking off now. If I cancel the launch, will they stay blue and just leave? How close are these guys to walking? Ooh, that one's pretty messed up. Aurelius Palmus. Well, who is that? Oh, there's one guy left in the bed. That's what the problem is. Alright. Buddy, I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Huh. Maybe I can hit him with the pain block? Okay, there they go. They're leaving. Slowly. Move along, guy. There we go. Now I can leave. Awkward. So I did want to work towards this grav core, but I'm gonna need a pretty big supply of wood, I think, before actually going in there, because there's not gonna be a lot of sunlight, which means I'm probably gonna have to run my generator for a fair amount. So I think it's gonna make sense to do one more jump just into the forest somewhere over here. Sure, we'll take this sunny one. Stock up a little bit more on wood and then head over to that grav core and see what we can see there. I'll probably end up using that grav core for another power generator just because it'll be nice to have a little bit more electricity independence. Ooh, there's an ancient danger here too. There's still always that tiny, tiny chance that Squirrel will be able to be recovered. Some uranium, which I'm pretty good on. Ooh, possibly a second ancient danger. Very cool. Okay. In that case, I think I'm going to set up here. And I'll probably try to breach the wall up here. I guess I'll have to delete that stuff first. But if I can breach the wall there, then I might not even need to build any structures to fight that ancient danger. I can just pop a hole in the wall and then fight it with my regular stuff, which would be useful. So that'll have to be deconstructed, just so that I have got a clear line of sight. I'll get some marble out of the deal. I don't necessarily actually want the marble, but I'll get it all the same. Oh yeah. Why is this not getting power? Oh, because I deleted one piece of conduit. That'll do it. This guy does need to have some organs removed as well. Cornbread 1805 is still not a lot of buffer there, so probably want to go ahead. Ooh, and I'll have a trial ready in time. Perfect. Go ahead and have Cornbread take care of these operations just to get a little bit more buffer on that level 18. Take the left lung and the left kidney, as is customary. There we go, those turrets are powered up. Thorn can get his knighthood on. Which will certainly be nice. I think I get another permit at night. Ooh, which I do. If I do, and then I can get that another airstrike. Airstrike's kind of garbo on its own, though. Yeah, I can get a permit. I like it. I like the Aerodrone Salvo quite a bit, but the Aerodrone Strike is just a single shell that comes down, and it's got pretty much the same accuracy as far as I can tell as the Aerodrome Salvo. It's just the one shell. So it's not very good. Honestly, though, I'm not sure what else I would get instead. The labor team, get 4 days of laborers. I don't know if I would ever realistically use that. I do have to keep them safe. I'd have to house them. The only thing I can think of where that would potentially be relevant would be if I had one of those missions where I needed to build a monument or something like that and needed to very quickly get a big construction task done. Because I don't really have like big harvests that I do, and even if I am doing a harvest, I'd want Margarita to be doing it since she gets extra yield. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to make sense for me. 20 packet survival meals is something, but that's pretty limited. 250 seal, $500. That's something. Transport shuttle's not bad, but I have 2 shuttles. I guess it still makes sense to get the aerodrone strike. It's not very good, but it's a prerequisite for the salvo. And I think that I can get Thorn up to Praetor without needing to change up any of the accommodations or anything. So, you know, maybe that'll be an option. As for getting this stuff done, it's probably going to make the most sense to do that in the next day, looking at it. In the meantime, I suppose I can build some wings. Just to force any attackers from the northern part of the map to come out and around and deal with my turrets. Just generally pretty nice to have. There was that uranium I could mine, which I've got a pretty good amount of uranium. I'll possibly need to get some steel while I'm here. Definitely want to get a little bit more wood. I'll go ahead and queue that up. Oh, how's my medicine looking? I did have to use a lot of medicine there. 91. I'll harvest some of that up too. It's available. So I might as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's the uranium. And a little bit of components. I don't suspect I'm going to be here all that long, but with how quickly rice grows, I can probably get away with a decent-sized rice field up here. If I have to leave it behind, it's not really an investment. You know, just a little bit of time to plant it, and Margarita's so fast at that that it really just is trivial. Harvest some of these berries too, why not? Cargo pods. Oh, sure, I'll take some fine meals. And the Ancient Danger, which we already knew about. Hey, what was Sauce doing that far out anyways? Oh, they're unrestricted. Set them both to the home area. Which I guess they're gonna have to be set to pressurized shortly. Sammy can do a throne speech. See if he's got a little better luck this time. Last one didn't go super well. Even Slicer stopped in to see how it was going. Nice. Man, Sammy is having a hard time with that. Despite a 16 social. Okay, I think it's time. Begin getting everyone fed for this attack. I'm going to want Thorn in this door over here. Sammy's probably going to have to be up here. Need to make sure to set these doors to not be hold open. I'll put Larissa over on that side. Biscotti can take up this spot. Cornbread's going to have to actually do the deed, pop the door open. So I guess Margarita and Mal can just hang out up here as well. There we go. Sauce and Nails should probably go back to the pressurized section of the ship, since this could get spicy. Cornbread will pop the cork here. Some mechs. Not that many mechs. That one does have a flame blaster, which I don't love. I think it has relatively short range, though. So I can probably just move away from it. I mean, Cornbread's going to move away from it regardless. Or... Huh, they're not coming out. Alright, Cornbread, spray yourself in foam. Oh, I don't think it actually got on him. Oh, no, it did. Okay. What? Okay, now they notice. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's the important one. Cornbread can just kill this other one. Because these things aren't very dangerous in melee if you've got an EMP hammer. Problem solved. Okay, Cornbread, head back. I'm gonna have to have Thorn move into an angle where he can hit one of these pods. Probably like over here? There we go. There we go. Now the guys are out. And I can see what they're working with. Incendiary launcher, don't love it. Hellcat rifle, don't love that either. So I'm gonna have everybody get back into their respective positions here. Let them come out through the hole and start getting blasted here. Low shield pack's probably not gonna get a whole lot done. Especially if I start throwing rockets in their general direction. Thank you, autosave. Oh yeah. Not a great situation for them, clearly. I don't think anyone even got touched. Sweet. Can't argue with those results. I do like when I can just fight out in the open like that without too much concern of getting struck back. This kill box works pretty damn well, and I guess I do need to test it now that I've extended this a little bit. But it can be a little slow to fight that way. These doors can be powered back down, as well as these turrets. And I guess I can actually undraft everybody. Ooh, I didn't mean to draft Sauce. Whoops. Will be wanting that. And that, for that matter. Which means I will need a dumping stockpile. Just set it up over here. As is tradition. And as far as these prisoners, Samus trial's up in 11 hours. How long are these guys realistically going to be alive? 2 hours? Might just kind of let that play out. And by let it play out, I mean assist with the natural order slightly. There we go. Problem solved. Cornbread, what's in the box? Psychic Soothe Pulsar. Induces self-satisfying perpetual distortions, giving a temporary mood boost to everyone in the region. Okay, well that's nice, I suppose. Not too thrilling. It may make sense to basically do the same thing for this other one over here. I think that's what I'll do. I'll wait until the rest of this stuff is finished. Oh, Mal, that's going to take forever. Let's have someone who knows what a plant is take care of that instead. Oh, for God's sake. There's another one. The other wall done? I can never remember what the, like, exclusion zone is, so it's usually a good idea to just set up a cut plant order so that your plant-focused people can get in there and try to help out the construction folk. Because the construction folk, they will cut it down if it's in the way, but if they suck at it, it will take all of time for them to do so. Well, they'll spend, you know, an entire day cutting down a single tree when they could have built literally the entire structure. Except that one piece. Oh. It's like it did take a small amount of structure damage. But that's why I've got plasteel for my exterior components. Just kind of remove that as a concern. Do I need anything else from over here? I don't think so. Oh, there's some gold. I guess that's always a good idea to grab. And why not? I'll clear the bodies out. I have the technology, I have the ability. What's this? Charge lance. I wonder how that got in there. I guess it was one of those Imperial helper dudes. Must have passed out in the fridge at one point. In fact, yeah, I think I remember that happening. I think I can also have Mal take another crack at making a royal bed. Be nice to get it. And this trial's ready, so I can get rid of this prisoner. I'll wait a little bit longer, make sure everyone's got their beauty sleep. Oh yeah, what's the temperature? 54. Okay, I've already got the heaters running, so that works out. Oh no, I didn't want this to be wood. Cancel that. I would like that to be jade. Because I can. But first, let's get this Joker on trial. Yield to the emotions of the spectators. And it's a conviction. Which means this guy has lost their liver privileges. Do any of the children have any interest in medicine? Sauce does. Perhaps Sauce should do the honors here. I don't know if they'll be able to, because they're... we'll need to assign them to the job first. Their doctor skill is limited, to say the least. But I think they'll be able to try. Yeah. And between the legendary bed and the vitals monitor, there's a fairly big bonus to surgery success chance. Oh, I still have my oxygen pumps on. That's probably not necessary. Just a waste of power and components. Alright, Sauce. I believe you can possibly do this. Success. Brought them all the way up to 4.65. I don't know if they'll end up being, you know, particularly focused on medicine, but I would be pretty okay with that. Having more doctors is generally helpful. And since the 2 colonists that have died over the course of this adventure were both secondary doctors, Paul and Squirrel, yeah, I'm in the market for some additional medical skills. It always really sucks when you have a medical crisis and your 1 or 2 doctors are the ones that are in the medical crisis. Rice blight. Oh. Okay. Well, as long as it doesn't spread into the ship, then not that big of a deal. You can have Margarita do her farming command. She'll be able to cut this stuff down. Yeah, just a lawnmower. Bzzz. There we go. Sweet. And it looks like those bodies are all taken care of too. Very nice. Larissa, are you capable of making a better speech? It's possible. It, I think, literally can't get any worse than it was. I don't know why it's saying Sammy doesn't have a meditation spell. Oh my god. With the speeches, though. Disappointing. What skill trainers do I have? Do I have anything for social? No. Do I have any top hats to load? Yes. Get those on board. I'll probably do the Ancient Danger in the morning, and then maybe have Larissa go and do a trade run. See if I can't find a social skill trainer, since apparently I need it. And then Larissa... could do an age reversal cycle. I don't know if I want to stay here for the 5 days. I don't really have a ton to do at this location. I'll probably wait to do the age reversal until I move, and I'll probably move shortly after I take care of this Ancient Danger situation. I think I will also mine up the uranium and components because they're there. I could get the steel. I don't know if it's really going to be necessary, frankly. My steel supply is lower, but I suspect, strongly suspect, that there's going to be a buttload of steel to be had at that reactor site. There usually is going to be a lot of stuff to dismantle. I apologize, my voice sounds a little bit funky. Got a lot of gunk. Is everyone awake? Not quite. Biscotti, you're sleeping in. It's 6 o'clock. Up and at 'em. There we go. Let's make sure everyone's had their breakfast. Including you, Larissa. And you, Biscotti. And you, Cornbread. Or Thorn. And I think I'm going to have everyone get into their same positions, because that worked out pretty well. That gun probably isn't going to get to fire, so I'm going to leave that one off. I think it's going to make the most sense to have Thorn probably over here. Sammy can take this position. I don't know if the gun's going to have the angle to fire over here unless this side door is open, because there's some weird unexpected behavior with that. So I will have Margarita hold open that other door just in case I need it open. There's some oddities where having the door that's next to it on the corner will expand the other door's field of view. Excuse me. I don't fully understand the rules, if I'm being honest, but I do understand they're strange. So there's that. Cornbread's gonna have to once again be the one that opens the door over here. I don't know what we're gonna be dealing with here. It's always kind of a crapshoot with these things. Yes, yes, I know it's an ancient danger. We have robots again. That one's got a beam laser. I don't see any that have the flamethrowers, which is certainly nice. Biomutation pulsar, psychic animal pulsar, brain wiring, glitter world medicines. Oh, they noticed. Time to skedaddle. Wait, did only one notice? That's boring. Okay, well, Cornbread, just murder it. There we go. Yeah, if you're a robot, don't get in a fight with someone with a Zeus hammer. That's just not gonna go in your favor. If I can't get the attention of a few more, I'm gonna try to wipe this table out so that I don't get stuck. What? Some lazy robots. What's with this? Well, I guess I'll have to have my crew actually come over here. The robots don't want to come out on their own. I'll hold those doors open. Probably should have closed that door off, but I don't think I'm going to fall all the way back to the base, frankly. And if I do, then, you know, I was wrong. That does happen. It does happen. Cornbread can just hold the fort while everyone else gets their tail over here. That is everyone, isn't it? Yes. Lazy robots. Unbelievable. Do I want... I think I'm going to open up another hole. Because that side entrance is a little bit awkward. Ooh, probably should have had him not fire, actually. Oh, whoops. I hadn't considered that possibility. One of those stray bullets hit one of the cryopods, which caused it to pop open, so now those dudes are fighting. Yeah, honestly, that works out, I guess. Ooh, Cornbread's getting blasted. Not a fan of those beam weapons. Ah. Larissa. Can we deal with this guy? Yeah, let's pull him in nice and close. There we go. Mal, why are you way the fuck back there? That low shield pack's a little bit inconvenient. Cornbread. That's just mostly just... Oh, good lord. Yeah, being weak to fire. Ooh, he's bleeding. Bleeding pretty badly. Cornbread and Margarita, I think, need to fall back. Have them go up into the med bay. Yeah, the weak to fire, at first, it didn't seem like it'd be that big of a deal. Because I'm like, okay, well, fire itself, flamethrowers and such, not too bad. They don't come up too often. I was mostly just thinking of it in terms of fire itself. Hadn't considered how problematic just heat damage is since it's lasers. And that comes up a lot. Especially from robots, which my guys end up fighting a lot because of the whole running from the robot menace thing. Where's this guy going? Yeah, I think I'm gonna back off. I don't like fighting chain shotguns ever since the Paul incident. I don't know where this guy thinks he's off to. Nowhere fast, that's for sure. It's Margarita? Okay. Cornbread, I would like you to hustle. Because of the whole bleeding to death thing. And I think as soon as this guy comes around the corner, I'm going to go ahead and just yoink him into melee. There we go. Problem solved. Allow the gold. Certainly allow the go juice. The plasteel. The glitter world. Components. You know what? Fuck it. We're allowing everything. No rules. Grab it all. Even this dead body. I will allow it. This guy I can potentially capture. Let Sammy capture them. And everyone else, except for Margarita and Cornbread, be released. Open that box. Definitely took some damage that time. Man, even as fucked up as Cornbread is, he's still decently fast. He's not fast, but he's not slow. Margarita, clean up the hospital. Okay, she's already treating Cornbread. Good, good. I want to see what's in that box. I don't know who my fastest person to try that would be. I guess Mal can open it up. Actually, no, that doesn't make any sense because she wouldn't be able to carry it back. Everyone else is kind of damaged. I'd like Larissa to get her meditation in, but she can open the crate first. I want to know what that is. And I'll probably end the episode after I know what's in there. That feels unnecessarily mean-spirited to leave that as a cliffhanger. The guy's name is Grief. So the activity is just tending to grief. Let's have biscotti. Oh, I do need to make Sauce not a doctor anymore because that's just not going to work out. It would be nice, and I think there might be a mod for this, but it'd be very nice if the doctoring stuff could be split out such that you can have people assigned to do the medical stuff or the feeding patient stuff or both. So I'd like the children to be able to help out with the feeding of patients, but I don't want them to be doing the tending. Is there... Ooh, what's this? Orbital power beam targeter. Medical emergency? Oh, it's Grief. What is this? Ancient targeting unit for a network of power collection satellites. Once aimed at a target, it directs ancient satellites to begin beaming down power in a massive column of electromagnetic energy. Power can be safely collected in a giant absorption dish. As you have no dish, you'll be aiming at enemies, at which point the power column will turn the area into a 1,000-degree inferno. It'll last until the satellites detect unsafe targeting, shut themselves down, and permanently deactivate the targeter. That's pretty cool. Not what I was looking for, necessarily. Because I'd really like that resurrection serum. But, pretty cool nonetheless. Cornbread's having a hard time getting much above 18. How's Margarita's doctoring looking? 16.45. I guess he can take out the organs. Left lung, left kidney. There we go. And I'll probably just release this guy. Since I just did a trial, it'd be a while till I could do another one. Mal, you were going to finish that bed. Unbelievable. Masterwork. Okay. I want to save a masterwork. I have the one that I saved. Probably don't need to. And sadly, a Masterwork Royal bed is still not as good as a legendary regular bed. It is jade though, so it is better than they wooden. Yeah, I'll keep it. At least be a little bit of an upgrade for Larissa. Same quality, but better materials. Fancier materials, at least. Oh, and you know what? Larissa probably should preach health to Cornbread. Help speed this up. And I do have some organs to load up now. I've already researched flesh shaping. I don't remember. I think I did. Flesh shaping. Yes. So I can just sell that tech print. Those things are worth a fair amount of money. Good shit. with that, I think I'll call this episode there and see you in the next one. Goodbye.